Absolute Radio is where you can hear Prince, Mumford and Sons,
I will wait for you,
and The Killers.
Can you read my mind?
Absolute Radio
Where real music matters.
Absolute Radio
is
the home of rock and roll football.
Barclays Premier League football commentary every Saturday afternoon.
The last thing you want is to miss out because the website you bought your tickets from wasn't legitimate. So before you pay, go to consumerdirect.gov.uk. There, you'll find advice on things you should look out for and information on how to protect yourself when buying tickets online. That way, you can avoid being scammed and instead look forward to having a real good time. Don't let scammers get your money. Go to consumerdirect.gov.uk.
1, 2, 3, 4. With a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and shake your bum, don't be so rude. With a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and shake your bum, don't be so rude. Na 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 na.
Can this show get any worse?
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
I love the colourful clothes you wear.
Iain Lee.
Absolute Radio.
Okay, now listen, when you do a job like this, good evening, by the way, Eloise. Hang on a second.
Hiya.
Change Ben Jones setting. How do you delete on here? Anyway, we'll do that later. I'm teasing. I'm not. I was going to say something then. I'm panicking, dear listener, because I'm sat here and for the first time in about 7 years of doing this job, nothing has sprung to my mind. I'm sat here and thinking something will come in a minute, The show has started. Nothing has popped into my head at all, which is a little bit worrying. And then I was about to say, that was it. I remembered. This job, I remembered something else. It was paper mache.
Oh, yeah.
The Susan Boyle head.
Oh.
It was paper mache and had been made by the owner. Listen to yesterday's show if you want to know what we're talking about.
Was it sculpted in the shape, or did it just have the face from a newspaper?
It was made into the shape of Susan Boyle.
Did she ask them about it?
She was too nervous.
Why would they keep it in the garden? Because paper mache, if rained on...
It's true. If my wife got stroppy when I went home yesterday. You tried to find me during the show, didn't you? Yeah. Why? Would you not listen to the message? No, I don't. You could come home and tell me what it's about. How weird is that? You can come home and tell me what it was about.
What if it was urgent?
Exactly. I've been hit by a bus. This is my last word. I love you. You know, you can come home. I'll wait till you come home. You can tell me what it's about. That's no way to treat.
Does she talk like that?
Yeah, she's dead common, my wife.
She's
dead
sounds it.
common. That's why she works for ITV News. Anyway, what kind of respect is that for the... She never listens to my answer phone messages.
I do hate an answer phone message. I wish I didn't even have the option on my phone, actually. I might take it off.
I did something for the first time the other day I've never done. I re-recorded my answer phone message. You know you can press button 1.
Yeah.
I did it for the first time. Never done it. And the reason I did it is I did a massive belch in the middle.
Oh!
And I never belch,
Good
right?
job it had that feature.
And I was talking, and I went, oh, excuse me. Anyway, I thought, that's really embarrassing. So I tried it, and I could re-record it.
What if it didn't have that feature?
I would have had to have left that belch.
Was it an important call?
It was someone who would have been okay with a belch. It wasn't like, to the council or something.
Were you supposed to have lunch with Jerry today?
Jerry Sadowitz. Oh, I meant to call him. Yeah, he cancelled.
Oh.
We keep cancelling each other. Maybe it's not meant to be. And then I said, I hope he's all right. I do like Jerry. I've never met him. I've met him a couple of times, actually, but I've not on a social level. And I do like him.
Maybe he just gets nervous.
He's very fragile, and I do worry for him. But he's such a talented bloke. Anyway, I meant to call him this afternoon, and I forgot because I was at a farm all afternoon feeding the horses, isn't it? So anyway, I've got nothing for tonight's show. But I'm looking at... We've got some great songs. In the next hour, Divinals, I Touch Myself. One of the best masturbation songs there are.
Or the only one.
No, there's loads.
Oh, is there?
Pictures of Lily by The Who. Off the top of my head.
Then.
Done that topic already.
Oh, have we?
Yeah. Maybe in the Davis days.
As I say, I don't remember that.
So good, Elbow. I like Elbow. A couple of good songs. But then, come on, guys. In this hour, right, Brandon Flowers and Coldplay. Really? One of those is getting ditched.
Well, it would be getting ditched anyways because you'll probably put a Beach Boys one in.
Oh yeah, we've got Brian Wilson interview on the show tonight.
Yes.
It was hard work, as they always are with Brian Wilson, because he's damaged goods. I think it's fair to say. It certainly wasn't as hard work as the interview on the One Show this evening with Brian Wilson.
Are you joking?
Well, the thing is, the One Show is such a. I love Brian Wilson. It's such a weird show. So they asked him a question, and he was actually giving a very good answer. And they went, OK, thanks, Brian. Anyway, what's it like to trap bats, or whatever it was? And then they went off onto their little film, and you just think, come on.
What, they didn't even really talk to him?
They talked to him a little bit.
Did they get the exclusives that we got?
They didn't get the exclusives,
That's
although
good then,
we
'cause-
missed out. Apparently, he was giving exclusives out willy-nilly. He said to the Evening Standard that he might retire soon. We never got that. What we got was, well, listen and see.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do. We've got a phone call here.
Hello?
Hello? Who's that?
It's Anne from the Isle of Man.
Anne from the Isle of Man?
That's amazing.
How are you? You're on our speakerphone, Anne. What number did you dial?
The 0330123115.
Okay. Anne, can I ask you a personal question?
Sorry. Yeah.
Are you robot?
No, I'm not a robot.
Okay, that's a shame. Okay, what? You cheeky beggar! How is that a rude question to ask? Shut up! Anne, could you turn the radio off, please? This is the most. This is what it's like listening to this rubbish. Anne!
What?
Who's that?
Hello?
Anne, turn the radio off.
Right, it's Moira now. Anne's put the phone over to me.
Who's Moira?
I'm Anne's friend.
Right, Moira, you turn the radio off then. Someone turn the radio off.
Okay.
I can hear the radio, Moira.
We're actually watching on Sky.
Well, don't get smart with me, young lady. Turn the Sky off.
That's it. Is that better?
No, you need it actually off because you're listening 7 seconds later than things are happening.
Hello?
Yes, Moira, what can we do for you this evening?
Hello. Can you play a request, please, for Anne, Linda and Moira in the Isle of Man?
Are you all a little bit pissed?
No.
Okay. Are you sure?
I'm positive, yes.
Okay. But if I play it, I don't want to play it for Anne.
Why not?
Because she bottled out of the phone call halfway through.
Well, okay. Play it for Anne, Linda and Moira.
I see what you tried to do there. I'm not falling for that. I'm not going to play it for Anne.
Right.
And I'm not going to play it for Linda.
Okay.
Or Moira.
Why?
Oh, okay. I'll play it for you, Moira. What song do you want?
Well, we like a bit of bass if you rollers.
Yeah, that's never going to happen.
I know, but just a request then. It doesn't matter what song you play.
Well, but
it's not a request unless you request something.
Eloise has been to producer school.
The basic rolls, but he said it wasn't going to happen.
The Bay City Rollers is never going to happen on. Have you ever heard this radio station before?
No.
So what makes you think we're going to play the Bay Bloody City Rollers?
Okay, how about, I don't know, bit of Westlife?
It's even worse. I think you want Capital.
Come on, there must be a crap generic radio station on the Isle of Wight or wherever it is you are.
Isle of Man?
Yeah. Isn't there something owned by GWR or something?
GWR?
Yeah. Hang on a minute. Let me switch you to this line. Hang on a second. So, Moira?
Yeah.
Say hello to Barry.
Hello, Barry.
Hello, Moira.
Hello.
Yes, hello. We've said that. Are we doing requests then?
Moira, turn your bloody telly off!
Moira.
Hello.
Turn the telly off!
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, hello. What? Turn your telly up. There is a delay.
If you hate me,
Ah! No, he's playing it! Thank you very much.
Say hello to Barry. Don't be so rude. Turn the telly off!
Thank you very much, Barry, for the City Rollers. We appreciate it.
Turn the telly off! You stupid woman! Turn the bloody telly off! Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, could you turn the telly off?
But try to tell her to.
Just turn it off!
Are we on the air still?
Unfortunately, Barry, yes we are.
If Mr. Dickens has any sense, he'll just turn the satellite dish off immediately. But at least he knows how to, unlike this silly cow.
Right,
Well, that's not nice.
Who's that now?
Linda.
Linda? Who is that lady on the phone? Woman! You, woman!
Will you stop shouting at me?
It's still Moira.
woman?
Will you turn the bloody telly off then, you stupid woman?
Well, if we turn the telly off, we won't get the request, would we?
The thing is, you are too thick to... Eloise, you tell her, please, 'cause I'm genuinely angry now.
If you don't turn the telly off, you're speaking in answer to what we're saying 7 seconds later than it's happening. So we can't have a proper conversation with you or take your request because all we can hear is us on your telly in your house.
Oh, right.
And if I wait...
You see, I can hear me now talking to you 7 seconds ago.
Can you hear me?
Unfortunately, Barry, yes we can.
Yes,
What would
the telly
really...
is turned off now.
What?
The telly is actually turned off now.
Brilliant.
Ah, that's better. Well, what a joy that was.
You're through to Barry. We'll leave you to it.
Hello, love.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello,
How are
Moira.
you?
Well,
I'm sorry about this hassle.
So about the hassle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry
well,
about the hassle.
It was... Sorry, there's an echo now. Yes, there was a little bit of a hassle, as you pointed out. It's a radio phone-in show. It requires people to have something of a conversation without waiting 7 seconds. But we
didn't realise that.
You didn't realise that?
No, you see, we're in the Isle of Man. We're not thick, but, you know, we have fairies and all that, so maybe that's why.
Well, you're 7 seconds and about 55 years behind us, I suppose. That's probably what the problem is, really.
Yeah, we just about got water and electricity.
I heard that. Don't mix the two, because you could end up dead.
Oh, that's not nice.
Well, not really, no. What's the weather like out there?
What's the weather like in the Isle of Man? Well, it's been raining.
Yes, it's been very clement down here.
All right, where are you then?
I'm in Watford, just north of... Are you familiar with the Bushy area at all? That's not a euphemism, that's slightly south of Watford.
Never been to Watford.
You've never been to Watford?
No.
I've never been to the Isle of Man, but I've heard it's a bit like Miami, isn't it? But Rodeo Drive.
A bit like Miami. Well, I've never heard it called Miami before.
No. What do you do there apart from drinking?
Well, we're drinking at the moment. We socialise, as you do.
Well, I don't, but you're having a drinky tonight. What are you drinking?
What we're drinking? Well, 2 of us are on vodka and Coke, and one's on vodka and cranberry juice.
Oh, that sounds really lovely.
Yeah.
How many pints have you had?
We're on our 2nd bottle now.
Oh, that sounds ever so nice. I wish I was there with you.
Well, I tell you what, when the TT races are on in a few weeks, you'll have to come over.
I'd love that. I'd love that. Well, look, would you leave your number with Eloise and I'll phone up, because me and my Margaret have come up and like somewhere to stay, and my son Dave maybe.
All right, I've got a spare room, not a problem.
my daughter, Michelle, and she's got a couple of kids, but they're ever so good.
Oh, that's all right. I've got 4 grandkids. Used to that hassle, no problem.
Quite a big house, and I'll bring my own sheeting.
Oh, you bring your own sheets when you come over. That's good.
I do have a trouble with the sheeting at night.
Oh, you do? Why? What's your problem?
I've got a bit of a jippy tummy.
Oh,
really,
right.
I keep getting caught short. I come out the other day, I said to Margaret, I'll give it 5 minutes before you go in there, which was fine, but I was coming out the living room at the time. I've done a poo in the living room, do you see?
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Are you going to play as a request?
Yes. Which one do you want? Let's have a look at me CDs.
Well, we like the Bay City Rollers, or you know what, that era we are. You know,
I see.
we're sort of
Bay
60s.
City.
Yeah,
I
60s.
I expect they're just topping the charts now in the Isle of Man, aren't they? The Bay
Don't
City
be too,
Rollers.
no, don't be too. No, I'll tell you what. What about the Bee Gees? They come from here, so there you go.
Bee Gees.
Born in the Isle of Man.
What?
Born in the Isle of Man.
The Bee Gees?
The Bee Gees, yes.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll tell you what. Let's have a see what we've got here, dear. Bee Gees. Tragedy?
Well, that could be a bit at the end of us at the end of the night, yes.
No, I wasn't talking about the song. I was talking about the last 5 minutes of this radio broadcast.
Don't be
Bee
nasty.
Gees. You win again. You win again. You like that one?
Anything from the Bee Gees.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. But what about any other? Jive talking.
That would do nicely, yes. We can get up and have a bit of a boogie.
Oh, be careful. You'll probably knock something over. Here we go,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, on Absolute Radio. This is Jive Talking by the Bee Gees.
That's us, yeah.
Absolute Radio.
Head to absoluteradio.co.uk now because there are
Heartache and pain came pouring down like hail.
Hang on a minute. This is not the kind of email that this show gets. These are the differences I've had. Okay, so one email from Amy Houghton. Can the guy talking right now with me please stop yelling to the woman on the phone and generally being a rude, obnoxious It's not very nice to listen to. Then the next text that comes in, can't sleep and I'm enjoying listening to Absolute Radio. I've got a crush on Iain Lee. Whoa! Never happens. Never happens do I get girls emailing, or guys, you know, hey, listen, it's 21st century, anything goes. Not with me, but it's nice. Flattering when men fancy me, it doesn't happen very often. But...
That man in the cheesecake shop does.
What man in the cheesecake shop?
You know, the cafe that you go to.
I don't think he does fancy me.
Gives you free cheesecake.
Well, he did give me free cheesecake, but well, maybe he does fancy. Thing is, I went into there the other day, Monday, and he went, 1 second, and he went and did my order for me, my regular order, and I was thinking, actually, I want something a bit different. I want something different tonight, so I had to have my regular order, even though I didn't fancy it.
I said to you, what would happen? You said you would just eat it.
I did eat it,
yeah.
and it was delicious, but I didn't want it. I wanted chilli.
What is your normal order?
It's vegetarian place, so a burger, a nice bit of salad, you get crisps with it, and cheesecake, and a cup of tea, and 2 glasses of tap water with ice.
He gets you all of that, knows that you're always having all of that.
Yeah.
2 glasses of tap water as
Very
well.
specific. I like to have 3 drinks when I'm
Really?
eating. Yeah, I do. I learned that
I've
from my
never
friend.
seen you do that.
We don't really go out and eat that much, do we?
Well, when we did used to.
I do. I get a bit nervous in front of people doing that, but I do like to have 3 drinks. Generally, I like to have 3 different drinks. So a cup of tea, a Sprite. I like Sprite and a water. Would be nice. 3 different drinks, and that way you can kind of work around.
Hot, fizzy, and flat.
Yeah, I ordered a curry to celebrate our Sony win yesterday. I had a curry tonight, and that's why I was quite late coming into work. I'm testing the water because it's The Apprentice starts tonight, and I've seen tonight's already. But tomorrow it's on, and I need to see if I can watch the whole Apprentice and then still make it in time for work.
What time does The Apprentice finish then?
10.
Oh.
Ooh. I say that tomorrow I'm out. I'm going to see the Adam Ant film. Adam Ant thing at the Coronet Cinema in Notting Hill Gate. You're more than welcome to come. You'll have to pay. I've never been there, I don't think.
It's nice.
Busy time of seeing things, because I'm seeing Adam Ant thing tomorrow. Then next week, there's the Monkeys. There's something else before the Monkeys as well. Should we have a look in Ian's diary and see what's... By the way, dear listener, literally got nothing for tonight's show. Oh, my band are playing on Friday. Could be our last ever gig.
Why?
I'll tell you why later. Could be our last ever gig. Lunch with Matt Ford. The Monkeys are on Thursday. Curricorder Quartet coming in. Then Curricorder Quartet on Friday at the Cafe Oto. Then on Saturday, the 21st, at the Good Ship. And then the week after, I'm doing a gig. And then the week after that, I'm being filmed here for a film about Sparks. Tuesday, the 31st of May. Hanson, 2:30. Friday, 3rd of June. Set the agenda. Thursday, 9th of June, my birthday. Monday, June the 13th.
Why isn't my birthday in there?
Oh, Monday, June the 13th, I'm comparing a charity night at the Bloomsbury Theatre. Friday, June the 17th, supposed to be comparing Barry from Watford's gig in Watford Palace Theatre. Probably going to be at the Ringo Starr gig in Hampton Court Palace instead. And then the diary's actually quite empty until... That was totally you.
Yeah,
Jeez.
I've had that all day.
I do apologise if you're listening on the DAB. Anyway, so I had a curry tonight to celebrate our Sony win. Rambling. Normally when I come in, I sort of have nothing, but I have an idea. Right, that's how it works. Tonight I literally have nothing. I think I'm a spent force. I need a holiday, is what I need. I need to recharge my batteries or go and get a job doing something else. Have you got anything? Oh, let's phone up the Japanese translator.
Yeah, or the other thing was the... Let's get together, Rob and that lady.
Oh, so Rob Burnett, regular irritant of the show, I think.
I wrote some things on the bottom of your sheet.
Japanese translator, Rob's Latina lady, searching for a friend for you, audio booze, Susan Boylehead. Okay.
No, not searching for a friend for me. That Andy thing, you said you were going to do something the other day about it.
What thing? No idea what
you know, the email.
Huh?
And you went, you've had an email, Eloise.
You look like the wife from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I've never seen it.
You do. You've got from... Just, right, cover your nose and your eyes and your forehead. Ooh, yeah, totally, man. You're totally the... So your mouth looks like the mouth from the wife from Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's a good thing. It's a great thing. She's hot.
A weird thing. Yeah, what? Just their mouth.
And what you said then is sort of the thing she'd say. Okay, let's one thing at a time, shall we? Let's all calm down. Let's not... let's just see who this person is, and then we'll phone up... One thought per link. We've done about 25 in the last 5 seconds. Yes, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Yes, hello?
Yes, hello.
How are you?
Sorry?
How are you?
Very good, thank you.
Okay, I don't speak very much English.
Okay. Let's dial this... Oh, there's Rob from Ponders End. Shall we put to him what we discussed?
Oh, yeah.
Rob!
Hello, how you doing, mate?
Turn the radio off.
Oh, yes.
We need to have a talk.
About what?
And we can have this conversation now because you're straight.
Yeah.
I'm considering not letting you come on the air anymore.
Why?
Because when you come on and you're completely off your mash, you're quite aggressive.
Am I?
Yeah, you're quite aggressive. But that's not really the reason. The main reason is I worry that I am exploiting someone that has issues.
You must be joking. Mate.
I'm not joking. Eloise and I have had a long chat about it. Well, I sent a few notes in an email and she wrote back going, yeah, whatever.
No, I never.
No. You don't know what's going on, Lee.
Right, it's Ian.
Ian, sorry, yeah.
Rob, when you phone up and you're off your tits, it makes me very, very uncomfortable listening to you.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. It feels exploitative to me. I don't like it when you're aggressive, which you are, but, that's fine. I can handle that. I'm a big boy. It feels very exploitative.
What do you mean exploitative?
You know exploitative?
No, I don't.
Okay. You know when someone's being exploited?
Yes.
It feels like that.
Like I'm exploiting you?
No, I'm exploiting you.
Oh,
it feels like a cheap...
Mate, I'm all right.
Rob, it feels like a cheap laugh.
Because we're just laughing at how you levitated and how you drew sex and bug fell on you from another dimension,
And we're
you
laughing
go,
because you're slurring your words and you can't talk properly and no one understands what you're saying.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You lot don't know what's going on, do you?
No, we don't know what's going on. That's correct.
Right. How do
that's why we feel uncomfortable.
How do I put this? I probably am going to become well known in the next sort of 6 months.
Okay, and it's things like that that make me uncomfortable as well.
Yeah, but you don't know what's going on, Lee.
Do you want to tell me what's going on?
Well, Emma, how should I put this?
Emma?
Yeah, Emma's here. Yeah, do you know the showbiz now?
Do I know what?
Do you know the showbiz know?
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
Rob, could you stop speaking in riddles and either tell me what's going on or I'll tell you what's going through my head right now?
Oh, God, you give me a hard time tonight, mate. Look, mate, I might become well known within the next 6 months.
Are you going to tell me what for?
It's not might. I will.
What, you're going to murder someone? What? That means nothing, Rob. So tell me why?
I'm becoming a star.
What for?
Levitation.
Okay, Rob. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm thinking now, and you won't appreciate this, and you won't understand it, and you'll be bamboozled by it.
Yes.
I worry that you are mentally ill, and that by allowing you to come on and talk about levitating and drawing sex and bugs coming from different dimensions, that I am exploiting you.
No, it will actually happen.
Yeah, Rob.
What?
Everybody listening to this.
Yeah.
Everybody listening to this, and I suspect maybe even Emma as well.
Yeah.
Know that is not the case. That you didn't. Yeah, Rob, because we live in what I like to call the real world. You did not levitate in a police station. Bug did not fall from another dimension. You did not meet God.
Yes, I did.
And the fact that you think that you did, Rob, is even more evidence that maybe I shouldn't let you on the show.
But look, Lee...
It's Ian, Rob. For Christ's sake, you don't even know my name.
Yeah, Ian. I did learn to levitate.
OK, you didn't though, mate.
No, I did learn to
But,
levitate.
Rob, the very fact that you are arguing the point that you learnt to levitate proves to me... that you are not well, Rob.
Ian, listen to me. I did learn to levitate.
OK, I'm listening.
I really did.
OK, do you see a doctor?
No.
OK. Do you see anyone?
Well, yeah, I see millions of people every day.
Millions?
Millions.
OK. I honestly don't know what the best thing to do is, Eloise. I think it's obvious what the situation is. Do we keep that in the moment and having a laugh at bonkers Rob? I don't know.
What I said, though, is that how long can we talk about levitating?
How long? I was levitating for about a year.
No, but this is all we talk about with you lately. So
yeah, no, I mean, all the other things happened as well. And
tell us something else that's going on then. Tell us something else in the life of Rob. Tell us something else that's going on in the life of Rob then that's not about levitating, that's not about bugs from other dimension, and that's not other dimensions, and that's not about God. Tell us something that happens in your day-to-day life, something you do with your friends. Tell us something, ordinary.
Ordinary?
And yeah.
Well, I watch a lot of telly.
Okay, what do you like?
I think Top Gear is good. I think The Simpsons is good.
And favourite music?
And what music? Oh, PJ Harvey, House.
Okay, tell us about the first gig you went to then.
First gig I went to was in St Albans, and it was crap.
Yeah, what was it?
Oh, some punk band.
Like, if you could come on and talk to us about regular things.
Yeah.
Like, it just... I don't know, it puts everyone on ease a little bit, I think.
Right. I don't know where to come from now, because you don't know what's going on.
Because you're not telling us, Rob. I've given you 3 opportunities in this conversation to tell us what is going on.
I can't tell you.
Well, then, listen. Here's the rules I'm going to lay down.
Okay.
If you phone up as mashed up as you've been the last few times you've called up, and you've sounded ill, Rob, then I wouldn't. Eloise, don't put him on.
Okay.
Okay? If he sounds like anything like he has been the last few times he's called up, I don't want to talk to him. It makes me very uncomfortable, Rob, and I don't think it's a very good example to be setting.
Fuck you.
Wow. There we go.
Okay, well,
I
then
dumped
that's
that.
the end of that, then.
That's the end of that. If you want to hear what Rob said, then go and get the podcast, because I had to dump that because he got a little bit sweary. I thought I was reaching quite a good compromise there.
Yeah.
I was reaching quite a nice compromise where I was going to still have access to the show, but not if he was just... It's embarrassing for him. I find it embarrassing when he phones up and he's that mashed up. When I feel a bit... I don't know. Well, the decision's been made, and that was him straight, boys and girls. Okay, let's cross that off the list.
So, translator is in the next link. One thought for link.
Have I played any records tonight? I've only played 2.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. We'll play some records when we get back. Then we'll phone a translator. Then we'll have Brian Wilson. Don't worry, it'll all be good. I can turn this around.
Absolute Radio.
Hang on. Be with you in a sec. Just updating Facebook.
Well, I don't know if I necessarily handled it the best way. You were good, Eloise. I like angry Eloise. It's forceful more than angry. I don't know if we did the right thing. Did we do the right thing? I don't know. He certainly got upset when I was trying to reach what I thought was quite a good compromise.
I think it's fair that he only gets on air when he's not in a state.
I'd listen, but people being a bit stoned and a bit drunk, it's kind of funny, and, we can all have a laugh at that, but the last few times he's called in, he sounded ill.
Yeah.
And having known people who have had drug problems, not saying that he has at all, wouldn't suggest that for the slightest, but it just kind of, it sits a little uncomfortably with me. Right, so, we've got to phone up this Japanese girl, and we've got to try and then play the Brian Wilson interview. Turns out we've gone from having nothing to having a little bit for the show. So, Recorder Quartet coming in next Thursday. I'm going to be a little bit late for the start of the show, but luckily Eloise is going to be able to handle that for me because she's...
No. I'm going to make the last DJ stay on longer.
Oh, OK, hang on a second. Rob?
Hello?
Can you call us after 12?
Yeah.
Are you going to be
Anything for the honey?
Did you get my email, Rob?
I've not had an email. Is there an email for me?
I sent you an email, not of the photo, but just telling you what I thought.
I tell you what, Rob, stay there. Let me just phone up Tommy, the Japanese girl, and then we'll have a little chat. Hang on a minute, stay there. So let me just get this. Let's start this and see if she's there. This is going to be the translator who's going to come in for the Recorder Quartet. Hopefully.
I can do some translating. We'll be all right.
Okay, Rob, you speak Japanese here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, brilliant. I didn't realise.
Do you want me to open the conversation?
Yeah, go on.
All right.
Oh, she's not answering. That's not a good sign.
What time? Oh, she's in London, isn't she?
Yeah, she's in London. She's going to come in. Oh, it's another person, another guest.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service. The person you are calling...
Rob, leave a message in Japanese.
Okay.
Please leave your message after the tone. To re-record your message, key # at any time.
Mushy, mushy!
Right,
I've seen Lost in Translation 3 times.
Okay, right. Tommy, sorry, that's Rob Burnett. It's Iain Lee here from Absolute Radio. It's Tuesday night. It's 11:45. We're just checking that you're still okay to be our official Japanese translator next Thursday, the 19th, when the Recorder Quartet come in. It will be great if you give us a call. Speak soon, Tommy.
Number. Leave the number.
03301231215. Why did I
Big up yourself.
Big up yourself. So, anyway, Rob Burnett has been dumped by his long-term girlfriend recently because of, how do we phrase this?
Irreconcilable differences.
No, erectile differences, I think, was the phrase that was used. And
Sidekick world.
There we go. Tiny Rob has not been doing his business.
No.
But so Big Rob is crying tears while Tiny Rob has been shooting dust. Anyway, so he's been dumped. Where's the email from?
Mick Hucknall. I'm a singer without a band.
We then had an email from Yvette in the United States of America.
Honey.
Honey. Who basically said she thought you sounded hot.
Yeah, she's not on medication or anything.
Well, Eloise, you take up the story from here.
You sent me a message saying send a photo, get her to send a photo.
Yep.
So I emailed her and said, "Hello, please can we have a photo? Thank you." And she replied with a photo saying, "Don't give it to anyone on the Facebook page."
She's written,
but I can give it to you.
She's written, "This is probably a decent photo of me. Others, which I won't send, include one of me on a couch in a Batman suit."
And one of her with a rake.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, Rob.
Would you give her 1 or 10?
She's quite hot.
Yeah, she is hot.
She's hot, isn't she? Because you always think, I can't get the picture to open now.
So
there we go.
I've got a photo I can send to you, but you need to give me a photo I can send to her, so
Don't
you need to email me one.
Don't send it to me yet.
No, I'm not going to.
She stood next to someone who doesn't look dissimilar to you, Rob.
Yeah.
He's a ginger. She's got sort of dark hair down to her shoulders. She's slim, so don't worry there.
Yeah.
Shapely.
Any scars or what?
None that we can see. We can see her face,
Excellent.
her neck, and her left arm.
Dark hair, tan skin.
Dark hair. Yeah,
nice
dark hair.
smile.
Lovely teeth.
Yeah.
Booty.
And we can't see any booty, I'm afraid.
But she looks like slim but curvaceous.
Hey!
Should we see if we can give her a call now?
Yeah! I can ask if she likes walks and stuff.
Yeah. What? I can't remember what the dialing code for America is. What was the
001.
Okay.
If anyone's out there single, you might want to get a pen and paper, because this is how Rob does it.
Her name's Yvette.
Yvette.
And we're going to just leave you to it, okay?
I'm on this.
Okay, we're going to be quiet. It's Rob.
You two can jump in if you feel like it's not going very well.
Rob, it's all up to you. Away you go.
Put my posh voice on.
She's in Houston, by the way.
Houston. Come on, love. Go on, gagging here. Don't worry.
Oh, it's not sounding good, is it?
No, it's the same, this, isn't it? Yvette, all right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging
Rob,
system.
leave a message.
Another message.
713.
What's our phone number? We don't need that. Don't need the phone
No,
number.
none of that.
6.
No, and other people
Is
ringing
not
my would-be
available.
girlfriend.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1
Push
for
voice.
more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Go on then.
Hi, Yvette. It's Rob Burnett here of the Ivan Lee Show.
Shut up.
Basically, I'm understanding that something could be happening between us. You know, like on Barry White albums? Yeah. Well, I've got quite a lot of those. So I'm thinking, me and you, we can meet up. We'll have a pasty, you know. You look like the kind of girl that likes a nice walk, and, you know, I can put down some of my charity work, and maybe, you know, a lot of my other girlfriends in the past don't agree with that, but, you know, I'm all about the animals and charity work, but I can find time in my heart for you.
Posh voice, Rob, posh voice.
And we can build love! Mad love!
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not mental or anything. I've got no scars, and I'm all right. So, give a ring. I've had all my shots.
Right, I've cut her off. Rob, you can't say mad love, because she's going to think you are bonkers.
When you asked her for a pasty, she's definitely not a pasty
I
girl.
didn't ask her for a nasty pasty. I asked for a pasty.
She's not a pasty girl, Rob. She's a nice-looking young lady.
I ain't seen her, have I? Because y'all been keeping the photo. It's
Yeah,
like-
send me one of you, and then we're going to decide what we'll do with them.
There's loads on Facebook, isn't there?
Yeah, send it to us, Rob. We're not doing
Should
all
I
the work.
do like a smoking jacket one?
Okay, yes, please. Thank you very much. Oh, he's gone now, so that's... Oh, that's a shame, because she said we should call it kind of around about this time.
Yeah.
Maybe she's having second thoughts, which is completely understandable.
No, well, my recent emails with her are of hours ago, so she can't be.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. If you're listening, what was her name? Yvette? Yvonne? Yvette. If you're listening, send us an email and we'll give you a call back later on. Let's take one of these. We're taking the call straight to air tonight, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm actually on air right now?
Yeah, live on the radio.
Good God, I thought you had some kind of delay or some buffer.
Well, there isn't. We have got a buffer.
I'm the buffer.
Oh, hello, are you Eloise?
Yeah, hi.
Hi. My son is a huge fan of your show, absolutely huge. He downloads it.
Oh, I can only apologise.
No, it's fine. No, I'm kind of converted.
Okay, sounds nice.
I do like to
posh mum.
listen.
Like nice posh mum. We like posh mums. We do like a posh.
I'm not that posh.
You're quite posh.
Sound posh.
I'm in my PJs.
In fact, you call them PJs. It instantly puts you quite posh. Whereabouts are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm in London.
Okay.
But you do talk. My son is Raj. He's in India. He's that.
Raj.
Oh,
Yes.
tell him to stop mumbling and whispering when he calls
I
in.
know.
Then.
Well, he does it because it's God knows what time it is, and he just, he's trying to be quiet and not wake people up.
We can't hear what he's saying.
I'll tell him to. I'll tell him to speak up.
We just get him to go on.
I know, but he is such a huge fan. I'll tell you why I'm calling.
Go on.
I'm taking him when he's relocating. He's coming back.
Yes.
So I'm taking him to see Barry.
Oh,
on
was it
the
on Friday the
17th?
17th?
On the 17th, yeah.
Watford Palace Theatre, yeah.
Yes.
And Ian will be there.
Well,
Well, I hear you're going to go and see some Rolling Stone or something.
a Beatle,
Ringo Starr.
Ringo
Sorry.
Starr, yes.
Get your bands right.
Yes.
The Beatles.
I like you, Posh Mum. You're nice.
And, well, the thing is, I've bought these seats, and I don't know whether to get the end seats in the stalls on the end, or middle seats further back.
Right.
Do you always need a wee in the middle of something?
Eloise, she's a posh mum.
Well, you've got to think of these things, because otherwise, then that's when you want to go on an end.
How good is your bladder?
You need to get to the bogatory. Well, how long is the show? It's not that long, is it?
It will
I'm
feel,
not that old.
It will feel longer than it is if it's a Barry show.
Any excuse to leave, huh?
Yeah. I would. Well, I can't believe you. I don't know. I don't know the Watford Palace
the
Theatre that
options
well.
are row C right at the end or row G in the middle.
Oh, G in the middle, because G's not that far back, is it?
G in the middle, right? They're very nice. I've booked them, and they've said that I can change, which is great.
Yeah,
and I'm
'cause it
bringing
won't sell out.
extra people as well.
Oh,
so
that'll be nice. Well, contractually, I'm obliged to be there, but I'm doing my darndest to get out of it. So hopefully, I won't see you there.
Thanks a lot.
But if I am there, then do come and say hello.
Oh, what, on stage? Excellent. Same at last.
Yeah, no, come up on stage then.
No,
you're Posh Mom's coming up on stage, special guest star now.
Oh, how lovely to meet you.
How lovely to
Have
meet
you come far?
Yes. I like you, you're funny. A little bit weird, but funny.
Thank you. Oh, thanks. No, my son is very funny, but I know he talks very quietly, so I'll tell him to turn up his volume next time.
Yes, please do, Posh.
And he's got his GCSEs, so if he does phone in the next 2 weeks, can you say to him, I don't know?
I say, don't worry about your GCSEs. They don't count for anything in life. I didn't get that many.
Does he know you've called in?
Pardon?
Does he know you've called in?
No.
Oh, God. So is he going to listen on the podcast and then hear you?
Oh, I don't know.
Send a message to him now. Go on. But don't tell him that you've sent this message.
No, okay. Hi, Rod. Good luck with all your IGCSEs. And here I am on your favourite show in the whole wide world.
Thank you, Posh Mum. Nice to talk to you.
All right, have a lovely evening.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Wasn't she delightful?
I know.
That's how you do a phone call, boys and girls. Okay, in this hour, we'll take more of your calls straight to air. We've also got the Brian Wilson interview, which we'll play. It's 2 parts of that, so we'll play that all in this hour before 1 o'clock. Someone's very politely sent me an email, which has been titled Hate Mail. And it is hate mail. Ian, you sound repulsive and obnoxious. Please don't think that calling someone stupid makes you sound intelligent. It rather makes you the former. Another piece of advice, do not shout to get you point made, especially at women. I'm quite surprised they let you become a radio presenter. What a shame, I think. Listen to you for the first time. Stop listening and we'll be listening. Hope you find another job. From Sahara. Thanks, Sahara. You're listening now, and very kind of you to still be listening, and you will be listening for the rest of the show. Trust me. Anyway, Brian Wilson is God, as far as I'm concerned, and can do no wrong whatsoever. I was honoured to get to meet him yesterday to talk about his upcoming concerts he's doing and his Gershwin album. Here's the man himself, Brian Wilson. I'm here with Brian Wilson. Brian, it's lovely to see you. How you doing, man? Are you well?
I'm well, yeah. I'm well. How are you?
I'm very well. I'm enjoying the lovely weather that we're having, which is quite unusual. You brought some of the Californian sunshine over with you. We're here because in September you're coming back to the UK to do some more concerts and play tracks from the Gershwin album that you've done. Why did you choose to do an album of Gershwin songs?
They came to us.
Oh, okay.
The Gershwin people came to us and said, would you make an album of George Gershwin songs? And we said, sure. So we had to learn all the songs and do them.
And you've not done... You've kind of arranged them yourself, have you? And given them a sort of Brian Wilson vibe?
We made the Brian Wilson vibe against the Gershwin vibe, and it was beautiful.
It's a fantastic record.
It's a good record, yeah.
Were you always a fan of Gershwin? Was he important to you growing up?
Oh, well, actually I heard him when I was 3 or 4 years old.
Right.
Heard Rhapsody in Blue a bunch of times. Then when I was 28 years old, a friend of mine named Tannen Almer said, here, I have the Leonard Bernstein's version of Rhapsody in Blue.
Yeah.
And I heard it, I went, I want to learn the violin part. And I learned it. It took me 2 weeks to learn it.
Wow. Is it quite... I've not heard that version.
That part?
Yeah.
I learned that.
Not on the violin. You don't play the violin.
No, I'm piano.
On the piano. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I was a bit confused. And have you got a favourite Gershwin song? One that really kind of
Rhapsody Blue, and then a song called Summertime.
Oh, yeah.
And I Love You, Porgy. I
Yeah.
like those two.
Are you playing the whole album when you come over, are you?
Right.
Have you done any concerts in the States of the album?
Not yet, no.
Is Britain going to get another premiere? Are you going
Yes.
What, you keep doing that when you premiered Smile over here and
Lucky Old Sun.
The Lucky Old Sun, and I was there for both those concerts. What is so special about the UK for you?
Well, I think the UK people appreciate music art better than Americans. I think they're more sensitive to it. They get into it better, and they do standing ovations more than Americans.
Yeah. I always kind of get the feeling, I'm a big fan, and I've followed your career quite closely. I always get the feeling that the UK have treated you and the Beach Boys kind of more as artists.
Right.
Whereas in the States it feels like, I don't know, you're pop stars. Do you know, there's a subtle difference, I think. I mean, things like Sunflower did better over here in the UK than I think it did in the States.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and a lot of those albums were kind of overlooked, I think, maybe, whereas over here we kind of respected them for what they are.
Yeah.
I hear there are plans to release a Smile box set, or
they're going to be doing that soon. Yeah.
And how do you feel about that? Are you happy about that?
Well, I'm happy about it because they're really creative little snippets that we recorded.
Yeah. And do you think it because you of course re-recorded Smile a few years ago, and what a fantastic album it is? Have you listened to the Beach Boys recordings from Smile? And do they stand up? Are you still proud of those?
Yeah, I'm very proud of it. Yeah.
What else can we expect from the UK concert? Are you going to be surprising us with a few?
We'll probably do some surprises. For sure, we're going to do a Gershwin album.
Yeah.
And maybe a few Beach Boys songs. I don't know.
Okay, you're still working on that.
Yeah.
How did you get the band that you've got? Because I just saw the band downstairs in the lobby. They're awesome. I mean, like a really exciting, fresh band. How did you come across them?
The guys?
Yeah.
Oh, little by little over the years, we meet this guy, and we met the one of them, there's four of them. Then Jeff joined us, and then, gosh, I don't know, he's just two or three of the guys from Chicago, and the rest were from LA.
And fun playing with them? It seems like you're having fun on stage.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, there's a song. It's not even the Brian Wilson song, it's the Beach Boys, it's Dennis Wilson. Forever from the Sunflower album. If you're only aware of kind of the Beach Boys for their surfing stuff, man, you're missing out on loads. Go and buy Sunflower. Have a little go at Surf's Up. It's light and shade, but the light is fantastic. And maybe try Friends in 2020. Go and get those and do yourself a favour. We'll have the second part of the Brian Wilson interview a bit later on, and we'll also put out the whole unedited thing with bonus bits. As a podcast, which will be released after the show. You can get all of the podcasts either from iTunes, type in Iain Lee, IAINLEE, and the podcast for this show and other bits and pieces will come up. There's the full show, which is the whole show without the music, the ads and the travel. There is the Best Bits podcast, there's Best of Barry, there's Shepherd's Pie videos. You can also get the podcasts from the Absolute Radio website, absolute.co.uk/Iain Lee. Now, last week, we had the biggest download numbers for this show we've ever had. Incredible. We can't quite work out why. We don't know why. We had Nick from The Apprentice on. Was it because of him? Because if it was because of him, it's going to be difficult to replicate that every week. So if you've got any ideas why we had more downloads last week by quite a considerable number, several thousand, than we've had before, could you let us know? You can either email me, iain.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk, if you're listening in the podcast in the future. Maybe you downloaded it for the first time last week. Why? It would just be helpful to save mine and Eloise's jobs if we knew why. I think it would be a good thing. Let's go to line one. One, you're on the wireless.
Oh, you're right, Ian.
Hello, Andy.
How's it going, man?
You know.
I'll just turn my radio off one sec.
Okay, Andy.
Yeah, I was just ringing up because, you know that thing you had with Rob earlier?
Oh, yeah.
It sounded a bit like a breakup, you know?
It did. It felt a little bit like a breakup.
I thought you should have put some heartfelt music on the back of that.
I was tempted to. I couldn't get to it fast enough. I'm getting quite a lot of abuse on the email, the Twitter, and other things, saying I was a bit harsh and stuff. And
I thought it was hilarious.
Well, I'm glad that wasn't quite what I was going for, but I'm glad we had some reaction
Yeah,
from someone.
yeah.
I was surprised because I was offering him a compromise, the hand of friendship, and he dropped the F-bomb and slammed the phone down.
Poor kid.
Well,
I don't think it's particularly unfair to say, we won't have you on the show when you're
that messed up that you can't even speak
I
properly.
think that's doing him a favour.
It is doing him a favour, and also I was disappointed because he's aggressive when he's stoned, but I always thought he was quite charming when he wasn't stoned. So I was surprised that the phone call ended with him kicking off in
Bit like
that
a
way.
Jekyll and Hyde.
A little bit like a Jekyll and Hyde, yes, a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah.
like it.
I was just going to tell you about my terrible day, actually.
Oh, brilliant! Eloise, Andy's had a terrible day. Do you want to listen to it?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, go on, Andy. Yeah, go on.
Well, I was going in for a lecture this morning.
Yeah.
And I parked my car on the gym.
Yeah.
And come back, and 3 of my mates are getting parking tickets like when they're driving out.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's going on? Anyway, one of them pulls up and he's like, you don't want to go in there.
Yeah.
The security guard is giving out tickets to everyone who's like driving out because he got a complaint in the morning in the Jubilee gym.
The Jubilee gym, yeah.
Yeah. They had 35 cars parked on the car park.
Oh God.
And only 2 people in the gym.
Right. So you're not allowed to. You're only allowed to park in there if you're using the gym.
Yeah. So basically, I was staking this place out because the security guy. I thought I'll give it some time. I think he'll leave.
Yeah.
Anyway, I ended up waiting. I think it was 3 hours just staring at him.
Crikey.
I was sitting on the grass reading my book, and I thought he was a bit chubby, so I thought he's going to go for a cup of tea or something soon.
Or a poo, yeah.
Yeah. So I was waiting.
Yeah.
And I thought, right, now's my opportunity. I ran into the gym.
Yeah.
And I went and got a load of water, splashed it all over my hair.
So you look sweaty, yeah, like it.
Yeah. And I got a Lucozade bottle, come out, and he comes over to me, and I was just about to get in my car,
Yeah.
and he walks over right where the exit is, and I was like, oh, right, obviously you think I've got away with it.
Yeah.
So I'm driving out, he just stands right in front of my car,
Yeah.
I almost ran him over.
Oh.
And I was like, what are you doing? Wound down my window, and he goes, mate, that's a 30 quid parking ticket, here you go. And I was like, I've just been in the gym. He goes, your car's been parked here since 9:30. I was like, yeah, I've just been for a long session. And he goes, I saw you walk in there, and you just came out with wet hair.
Totally busted, Andrew.
Yeah, bit of a bad day. I haven't called in a while, you see, so I thought I'd give you a call.
Thank you very much, and I'm very glad you did. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
All right, man.
It's Dougie, the Scotch scamp.
How do? What the hell was that you just played?
That was, who do you think it was?
Well, whatever. I'm not a fan anyway, man.
It was it's the new Foo Fighters single, Walk.
Is that the first time you've played it?
I think it probably is, actually.
Hopefully the last.
Well, Dougie, listen, hey, Dougie, we here at Absolute Radio, we take on board all of the criticism we get from the listeners, and if you don't like it, Dougie, hang on a second, it's off. It's off the playlist.
Good man, good man.
Anything to help, sir, anything to help.
Brian Wilson, yeah?
Yeah, Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys, yeah.
I mean, you're up to your old tricks again, eh?
Whoa.
Man, it's nothing sacred, man.
What do you
First
mean?
it's Ringo, next it's Brian. Who's next, man? Pretending it's Brian Wilson, man. That's a joke, man.
It's not pretending, Dougie, it's actually Brian Wilson. I met him, I got a picture with him and everything.
Yeah, sure, I'm not the only person picking up on this, right? It's clearly not Brian Wilson.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean, who's next, man? Who's next? Barack Obama or something?
Well,
Paul McCartney?
We've got the last recorded interview with Osama bin Laden on the show next week.
Yeah?
Yeah. No,
Who's
we
next? Charles Manson?
Yeah, no, we haven't. Listen, bloody Brian bloody Wilson. We got Ringo bloody Starr coming on. We just get big names on this show, Dougie.
Could have fooled me, man.
Yeah, exactly. I could have fooled you, man. If you just tuned in tonight, we're having a very lazy... basically, the whole month of May, I've kind of written off as... We'll just potter through and see what happens. I've run out of ideas, if I'm completely honest. We'll pick up again in June. Late June, early July. So, if you want to give us a call tonight, calls are going to go straight to air. 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number. You press button 1 and it'll ring and you might get on the air. It's as simple as that. That's how we're rolling this evening. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Oh, hello.
It's Andy again.
Oh, what do you want?
Can you take that My Chemical Romance song off the playlist then?
Okay, hang on a sec. Yep, it's gone.
Cheers, it's rubbish.
Okay, thank you, Andy. Line 2, you're on the wireless. Oh, no, they've gone as well. Okay, well, let's cue up the Brian Wilson interview, shall we, and see if anybody else... Okay, so, Brian Wilson, he is God. He was a very, very nice gentleman. This is part 2 of the interview. How long have you known Geoffrey for? Because Geoffrey Foskett, who was sat in the room...
I met Jeff...
By the way, sorry, I should tell you, he's in the room with Geoffrey Foskett. For those of you who don't know who Geoffrey Foskett is, he is he's kind of like the musical director of the Brian Wilson Band. He was in the Beach Boys for a while as part of the touring band. He's very well respected and well known, and he just produced an album for Mickey Dolenz and the Monkees. And the first thing I said when I walked in was, "Hello, Brian. Oh my God, it's Geoffrey Foskett. You just produced the last Mickey Dolenz album." He was quite chuffed. Anyway, how long have you known Geoffrey for? Because Geoffrey Foskett, who was sat in the room,
I met Jeff
sending his emails. You carry on, sir.
I met Jeff in the 80s. I think in the 80s.
He's kind of a legend in the music world. I came in and he's produced a couple of albums that I'm a big fan of. What's he like to work with, Brian?
What's he like to work with?
What's he like to work with? Give us the
Very easy to work with.
You sure?
He makes recording fun. I teach him a song and he knocks the song out in 20 minutes. He's like a one-take guy.
Well, Mr. Foskett is sitting in the corner looking very cool and very relaxed. Well done. Well done. Do you enjoy performing live? Because there was a period when you weren't so keen on it.
Well, I do enjoy working live. Yeah.
Do you still write songs? Do you still enjoy writing songs?
I haven't written a song in 4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that, or you just...
I've had a dry spell.
Yeah.
I haven't been able to write.
You've had dry spells before. Do you kind of try and work through it, or do you just go, it'll happen when it happens?
Yeah, that's how I do. Yeah.
Uh-huh. I've got to say, by the way, I saw you at a concert in a small theatre in London a few years ago when we were in the front row, and you played God Only Knows.
Yeah.
And the whole audience stood up and spent the next 5 minutes singing God Only Knows back to you. What does it feel like when you get that much love from an audience?
Well, it's a thrill. Yeah, it's a thrill.
And my wife has told me, I have to mention, I got married 2 years ago.
Right.
And God Only Knows was our first dance
right.
at the wedding, and she just said that I have to pass on her thanks to you for writing that.
Well, thank you.
Because it made our day very special.
Thank you, tell her I should thank you.
I've got to ask the question. It's the kind of question I hate asking, but I have to. There are rumours that you are going to play with the Beach Boys again. Is that going to
Maybe
happen?
next year we might do a 50th anniversary tour.
So it's a possibility.
Yeah, very good possibility.
Oh, that's very exciting. Do you get on with the other guys now?
Yeah, I like the guys. Mike's a little intense to be around, but Jardine's pretty cool.
Yeah. And David Marks is back in the Beach Boys now.
No, he's not.
Is he not in there anymore?
No.
He's gone. Okay, well, that's fair enough. What's your favourite place to play? Because I know you play Japan.
London is my favourite.
Really?
Australia is one of my favourites.
Yeah.
And America.
Okay, and have you got any tours coming up in the States?
Yeah, we do in June.
Right.
We have a couple tours.
Yeah.
An 8-day tour and a 5-day tour in June. Going to be in East Coast, Canada, and around there like that.
Do you ever listen to any of the old kind of Beach Boys records or stuff? Do you ever think, I'm going to put on Sunflower? Or I've been listening to a lot of Pacific Ocean Blue recently,
Right.
Dennis.
I love his music, yeah.
That album just makes
his
me
music is
cry,
really
man.
Yeah.
Do you ever listen to any of the old kind of
My
Beach
stuff?
Boys records? Yeah.
No, I never do.
Do you listen to modern music at all?
I listen to oldies but goodies.
Yeah. What's your favourite? What would you say is your favourite song of all time?
Probably You've Lost That Love and Feeling.
Righteous Brothers.
Yeah.
Do you still have a soft spot for Be My Baby? Is that?
Oh yeah, I always will. Yeah.
Eloise says, we've got a little present for you, Brian. I hope you don't mind. Eloise, maybe you want to explain what this is?
My friend does these paper cuts out of paper, and he hand cuts them, and I had Be My Baby made for you, and I hope you'll accept it as a gift from us.
So it's the lyrics to
Be My Baby on it?
Be My Baby, yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. We just thought you might like that as a little gift to say, it's kind of a little thank you. So very quickly, any chance of you writing a book?
A book?
A book.
I could write a book about music, sure I could.
You should do, man, because you've lived so much.
I have so much knowledge about music, I could probably write a book.
Yeah, you should do something like that. Brian, listen, I'm going to say thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It's a pleasure. And who is this for radio?
This is for Absolute Radio.
Absolute Radio, this is Brian Wilson. Please come to my concerts. Thank you.
Oh, he's just the most... It's a tough interview. You know, first of all, A, because I'm incredibly nervous meeting him, because I love him. And B, he is damaged goods. You know, he would be the first person to say that. He has lived, shall we say, and he is damaged goods. And he's one of those people, he's just very direct. And normally you ask someone a question, and they'll give you quite a long answer. And you ask him a question and go, yep, maybe. But we've got a few exclusives. One, that the Beach Boys are definitely getting back together next year for the 50th anniversary. Two, he hasn't written a song in 4 years. That broke my heart. Here's a great song that he wrote, Sail on Sailor. Brian Wilson playing here in September. He's on Jules Holland this Friday as well, I think, and he signed my vinyl copy of Surf's Up, so I am well over the moon. If you want to hear the full unedited interview with extra bits and pieces and bonus things, then go and download the Best Bits podcast, which will be up after the show at some point. Hunt it down on iTunes. 0330123 1215. Last 23 minutes of the show before Mark Crosley comes in and does his thing. We'll take some calls straight to air. Let's go to line... Three, you're on the wireless.
Hi, Ian. It's Carl from Besden.
Hello, Carl.
Hi. I just want to say that I think you're brilliant. It's really funny what you do.
But?
And I'd like the Foo Fighters song back on the playlist, if that's possible, please.
The Foo Fighters song Walk? I've just taken it off the playlist.
Oh, I know, I heard. I was driving home and I thought, well, I can't have that. I've got to have it back on.
You liked it, did you?
Oh, I love Foo Fighters.
Hang on a second. It's back on the playlist, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Absolute pleasure. Take care. Ta-ta. Someone wanted the Foo Fighters song taken off, so we've put it back on now. So that's how we roll. We listen.
Give and take.
Give and indeed take. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
You're right, Ian. It's Jonathan Nathan from Milton Keynes.
Everyone's giving us very formal introductions, which makes my job a whole lot easier. Yes, Jonathan.
I like to know surnames.
Yes.
Yeah, I honestly, starting with my surname, literally, I really hate my surname because of it being a first name.
So say your surname again.
Nathan.
Jonathan Nathan?
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of thuns.
It's a thuns. We got thuns everywhere.
Thuns. There are a lot of thuns. My surname is a first name. 2 first names.
Yeah, but yours just sounds Ian Lee. Just sounds kind of cool.
Oh, may God bless you. Ian is the most uncool name in the world, and I've got no hard letters in my name. It's all yee. It's all yee.
But together it sounds cool.
Ian doesn't sound cool in any context whatsoever.
Ian sounds cool, man. I used to have a friend called Ian, so he was quite a pretty much cool dude at one point.
There we go. But you've called in, Jonathan Nathan. Why?
I just thought I would come and say hi. I've actually been watching, listening to quite a few of your shows, actually.
Yeah.
So, and because literally the first one I heard was the Game Awards.
When he'd just come back and made the rubbish joke.
Yeah. Rubbish joke.
Oh, no, that was awful. Why do you think, Jonathan Nathan, last week we had more downloads than we've ever had before? Why?
Because you have gotten more interesting.
Oh. Are you saying, in that case, I was maybe a little bit dull, like 3 weeks ago?
Could have been.
Yeah, possibly.
Possibly.
Someone emailed in saying that they've started listening in the last couple of weeks because we had Elaine from Britain's Got Talent on, and that he told all his mates, and they've all started listening as a result from that, and we should get her on more.
Or if we could. Unfortunately, we don't have a direct line to her.
Well, we do.
Yeah, but only if I was to trawl through all of the phone records.
Okay, that's okay. But Elaine, if you're listening, you can call in any time you want, my sweetheart, because I called someone a sweetheart. I never use that word. I thought I'd try it and see what it felt like. Didn't like it very much. Jonathan, anything we could do to make the show better?
Play some happier songs.
In that case, sir, I will.
Absolute Radio.
Not.
There now follows an announcement from Absolute Radio Live HQ.
Everyone likes a bit.
Eloise has just told me some news that's made me really sad and hate myself a little bit. Actually hate myself a little bit now.
The last one, I think I told you.
Yeah. Not because you're going on holiday. I'm very, very pleased for you. Have a nice little break. Staying in the hotel, chic and shabby, is it?
Chic and basic.
Chic and basic. Any hotel that's got the word basic in the title, is that really what we're aspiring to?
On the photo, right, it looked like it had, like, posh shower gel and that. So I'm judging it on that.
Shower gel and that, nice.
Like with silver tops.
Yeah. That'll be wicked. You'll have a great time.
Things.
Like, when you go away, all you want is a bed and a shower, isn't it, really?
Hopefully
so you can
like
bring
pubes.
someone back to your bed and have lots of sex and then clean off all the...
I have someone with me. A girl.
Oh, I say, I didn't realise how modern. Eloise. You should introduce me to your partner.
Don't say that.
So who's going to... Hang on. Whoa, hang on a minute. So this is on term time. So who's going to be producing the show?
It'll probably be Mark, won't it?
Brilliant. I do like him. He's excellent.
Well,
but you get back on Wednesday night at 11, so you could make it in theory.
Well, no, because by the time we've got baggage, probably
get
about
straight here.
11:30, 11:45.
Yeah,
and
here by
it's
12:15.
in Luton, so what's that?
Not that long at
hour
all.
journey.
It's quicker than Heathrow, probably.
No, I doubt it because then the
it's
trains
quick.
don't work. Once I get into King's Cross, I'll have to get a bus.
You can get a tube from King's Cross.
No, not at that time because it will be. By the time I get there, it'll be about 12:30. There'll be no. I ain't got the money for a cab. I've just been on holiday and spent it all.
Okay, yeah. So we look forward to seeing you on that Wednesday. Then that'd be nice.
I'll get here. It'll be 1:30. There'll be no point.
But was that you again, or was that the music?
That's the music.
Okay, disappointing. Disappointing your attitude. There's a lot of I don't know if you know, but we have a lot of new work experience people here, and they are bang on it, keen, and would love the opportunity of jumping off of an aeroplane and coming in and producing the show after it's finished. They would love that opportunity. And you, Eloise, are setting what I like to call a very, very bad example. Let's go to line...
I need to take a leaf out of my book.
Line 2, you're on the wireless. Hello, line 2?
Hiya.
Hello.
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 Yes? Goodbye. Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless.
What happened to the John Lennon books?
Now, I left the house this evening, and I thought, oh, nuts, I forgot the John Lennon books. So I went back to the house. I could not find them. Well, I found the other one. I found Spaniard in the Works, but I'd not read that one, so I don't know if that one's so offensive. I couldn't find In His Own Right. I couldn't find it anywhere. I was only reading it the other day.
I'll just have to be patient. Did you hear they're taking down the Strawberry Fields gates today?
Are they? Why would they do such a thing?
They're taking them down and replacing them with replicas, and they're not even like putting the originals in a museum or anything. They're just putting them in storage. Some BBC News.
Well, someone won't Yoko Ono buy them or something?
I hope so.
Yeah.
What's the point in putting them in storage?
What's the point of making replicas?
Yeah, I don't know.
There we go. I'm glad we sorted that problem out. 0330 123 1215. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Ian!
Yay!
I'm phoning up to join the club.
Okay, which club's this?
The first name, last name club.
Oh, Daz, we've never known what your last name is. I'm a little bit uncomfortable about about you giving us this information, but go on.
Do you want me to tell you then or not?
Yeah.
Oh, I think no.
Oh.
It's just all I know is Daz from Telford.
Why don't you close your ears and Daz tells me?
Okay, okay.
And I'll tell you if it's worth it.
Eloise, wave when he's done it.
Okay, Daz, what's your surname?
Jeffrey.
Okay. Ian!
Has he done it?
Yeah.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
Okay, Daz, thank you for that.
Okay, up yours.
Up yours. Was it worth knowing? Don't tell me.
No, it's quite good. It's old-fashioned.
Oh, Charles.
No.
Okay, let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless. Oh, hello, line 1.
Hello.
Hello.
You all right?
What do you want?
What?
Sorry?
What?
What do you want?
Yeah, what do you want?
Okay, let's go to... Oh, clever. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello there.
Hello.
It's Tom from Leicester.
Well done.
Thank you.
This is all rather jolly, isn't it? Eloise, are you flirting with him?
No, it's just I like the giggles.
Oh.
Jonathan Nathan had good giggles.
He did have good giggles, didn't he? I like giggles. I'm going to start a band called The Giggles, and we're going to be brilliant.
It's a rubbish name.
Yes, Tom.
I don't know what to say anymore.
OK, thanks for calling. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Really, I need to come up with some good ideas, because I'm a spent force.
Well, don't forget we said May would be a write-off. But then these non-idea nights obviously work for you, because we've got, high podcasts.
Would seem to be the way.
1,000% more than...
No, it's like 9,500% more than Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yep, we're this desperate. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
All right, Ian, how many seconds have I got left tonight?
Well, until someone decent calls in.
Thanks very much. Eloise did deal with the Rob situation very well.
Eloise? What about me? I'm the one that's getting all the abuse.
Anyway, this idea for a show.
Cheeky sod. Yes, go on.
Let me just... most of the activities on your show in Absolute come from London. So why don't you do a show for the Northerners and one for the Southerners?
What do you mean, most of the activities?
Well, most of your gigs and that.
What do you mean, what gigs?
Well, your fun night with Barry and that.
Well, that's in Watford. That's north.
Yeah, it's north of London. It's
Well,
not
I tell you what, Gary. You come up with the money, and you pay us, and we will come and do a gig in Manchester. How's about that?
Now, why don't you do a show with Northern callers, and then they do a show with Southern callers, and decide which are the best, and then campaign for regional things, you know.
A campaign for regional things. Thank you, Gary. Let's go to line 4. You're on the wireless.
Ian.
Oh, it's Alan from Glasgow.
Ian, what's the Kula Cadet?
Cadet?
What?
Kula Cadet.
The what?
The Japanese band.
Oh, the Kurkota Quartet.
The Kula Cadets.
Yeah, what about them?
What album do I want?
I don't know. What album do you want?
What's the good one?
Not your phone. That's not a good one. Let's try this idiot one more time. Yes, go on.
Hello.
There we go. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello there, how are you?
Yeah, what do you want?
First time caller, and I just want to say, for us vampires, think you suck.
Who thinks I suck?
Us vampires.
You vampires?
Yes,
Oh,
we
I see
are.
you've done that. Okay, sorry, go on, he's doing a bit. Go on, vampires think I suck. Okay, good, go on.
Yeah, and I just want to say that I've heard more hot dinners from people screaming down at me as I'm ripping their foot out.
Thanks very much.
And what's your name?
Yes. That was a very strange... there was a joke in there somewhere. I couldn't quite work it out, but there was definitely a joke in there. Oh, speaking of jokes, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Maria Whittaker or Kathy Lloyd?
Not that curvy. But I would say a hint of the Maria Whittaker.
I can live with that, ta-ra!
So there we go. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
You're right, Ian. It's Jonathan again.
Hello, Jonathan.
We should, you said, Eloise just said that May is the really bad month.
Yes.
We actually should do a giggle club.
A giggle club?
Giggle club just for the month.
Oh, it sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Go on, tell me more.
No.
Where would we meet? Jonathan?
Yes, Ian.
Yes, where would we meet, Jonathan?
Down in London somewhere.
Yeah, it's always got to be in London. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
Hello, I'm back again, and I just heard my voice on the radio. What do you want to talk about? You pick a subject and I'll go along with it, because I've got plenty of centuries below my belt.
Is this the vampire?
I like the vampire. I've got Alan from Glasgow off again. There's a shame. That's that. Well, we kind of managed to fill 2 hours of radio, which isn't bad going, considering we had literally zero.
And Brian Wilson.
And we have Brian Wilson. If you want to get the full Brian Wilson interview, it's a bit longer. Then go to iTunes and look for the Iain Lee Absolute Radio Show Best Bits. And you're right. What are you doing?
Nothing.
You're doing this.
I don't know why. It even has you on the extra bits. It's like you asking for a photo and stuff.
Oh, no, that's not on there, is it? Oh, no. Okay, you can hear me being a proper fanboy. Mark Crossley, Stills and Nash is up next. We're back tomorrow at 11. I'm going to go and see the Adamant screening of the Prince Charming review at the Coronet Cinema in Notting Hill. Maybe see you there. Ta-ta!